Look, it's not illegal for the police to lie about the law, but if you lie, you can be charged. Yeah, think about that. So here's the deal. You don't have to say a gosh damn thing to a police officer if you don't want to. You don't. You don't have to say anything. That's what lawyers are for. You have the right to remain silent, okay? But here's the deal. This is where you get them if they're trying to be punks. And they're trying to ask you questions, but if you don't feel like answering them, then their pride gets all puffed up. This is, okay, I'm going to tell you how it is. And this is federal shit. If you are being detained, then you have the right to remain silent. If you're not being detained, then you have the right to leave. It's catch-22. What are you going to do with that? You don't say anything. You say, I don't answer questions. You don't offer one thing extra. You don't say shit like, I don't answer questions from police. No, that just makes them even more mad. It gives them a reason. I don't answer questions. My lawyer does. I don't answer questions. I reserve the right to remain silent if I'm being detained. Am I being detained? If you are, there has to be a reason to detain you. Okay? But while you're detained, right, they're not going to get anything out of you, because if you reserve the right to remain silent, okay? So you're giving them the option, okay? And you don't answer questions, so don't let them take that control. You just keep it simple, and you don't back out from the very get-go. You don't show reaction to additional questions. I don't answer questions. Why do you keep it? After like the fifth one, then you can say something like, can you hear me okay? Do you have a learning disability today? Are you under the influence today? Okay, I answered your question 5 times. I reserve the right to remain silent. And then after that, here's my thing. If we lie and we're charged with some sort of obstruction of justice, if we're lying about what we do, which is, you don't have to say anything, so you shouldn't have to lie. But why is it fully legal for them to lie to you about what the real laws are? Like, they can lie to you, and if you're naive enough, that can get you to hand over your rights, and that's okay. That's an okay thing to do for them. It's not against the law for them to abuse that, for them to lie about the law in order to be effective. Hell no, it's not illegal for them to do that. But it is illegal for you to lie about, like anything as far as they're concerned, when they're like upset. But if it's going to be a double standard, then you have to find out where your leverage is at. And it's right at that conversion point where if I'm not detained, then I'm free to go. But if you're detaining me, well, then I remain silent. Okay? So they don't get anything either way. And that's their laws. That's when you always use that. You say, that's not my law, that's your law. I'm going up with the laws. Like, that's the law that cop is actually sworn to uphold. No one said it's okay to lie about it. So why wouldn't they be held accountable to that? I say there's a law that does hold them accountable, but we're just not thinking hard enough.